Did this thing show up already? Because I didn't think it was showing already. I just set it up. Hey, who's this? Mavina. Hey, Mavina. I didn't think it popped up already. I was trying to set it up, but looks like what's this? StreamYard already showed it. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I just want to get on here and talk about Big Joe. Let me write my note down so I know who I'm talking about. Big Joe, Todd needs to get a job. And what else did I say? Big Joe, Todd needs a job. Oh, and then Karrueche and Deion. What y'all think about these people? Okay, so I'm gonna talk about little Big Joe. He just got on live and I watched this foolery. And then Todd, Candy's soon-to-be ex-husband, thank God for everybody, that she's leaving him. And then Deion and Karrueche. What do y'all think of Deion Sanders and Karrueche? And it's the reason why I'm asking y'all this question about what y'all think about them. It's the reason why I'm asking this because, you know, he used to be with Tracy Edmonds. And it was said that Tracy said that her and Karrueche used to be really good friends. So I always wanted to know, what do people think about this? Hey, Crystal, what's up, you all? I'm on my laptop at the same time trying to talk. What do y'all think about all this? But anyway, y'all, so Big Joe did a live today. Hey, Liz. Big Joe did a live today. Just on her talking foolish as usual. And he was saying, hold on, make sure ain't none in my nose before I turn this camera on. And he up here hollering about, he ain't gonna show his pictures. Ninja, did we ask? No, we did not. He ain't showing his pictures. Okay, I think I can go on now. He ain't showing his picture. I'm trying to make sure ain't in my nose. Okay. He up here talking about he ain't showing his pictures and he ain't posting where he went. We don't care, Big Joe. I'm just sitting here, I'm on my laptop and I'm just sitting here looking at the video. I mean, the live, like, who asked him all of this? We didn't ask him none of this. Hey, y'all can't see this stuff. Hey, Desley, we didn't ask you none of this, Big Joe. Why is you sitting up here getting on here acting a fool Monday morning? Ain't this supposed to be President's Day or something, y'all, up on President's Day? And he just getting on here showing his black behind already. We didn't ask you none of this. Exactly, we don't care. You know? And talking about he took pictures. I'm going to do a video on it later on. But I just wanted to get on her for a little bit since I didn't get on yesterday. And he done took pictures with people and he don't want them to share the pictures. We know what you look like ugly talking about. Didn't he say he got dressed up or something? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it, Big Joe. When did you get dressed up? Because I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Hey, Stuns, I do not believe you. He think he's the only one with a life. Exactly. I don't think he got dressed up or none of that because the way his head was looking, he should have left some makeup on if he did. You know, Joe, you always getting on her lying, talking about you did something. That's why you didn't post no pictures, because you didn't do nothing. You know, her just lying. Always lying about something. You lied and said you was going to be on there for Valentine's Day, so evidently whatever you had planned didn't work out, ugly. Hey, Felicia, that's a good thing. It's hard to look at. Exactly. He didn't get on there. And I'm just like, you would have thought the way he likes to get on there and brag and carry on, you would have thought that he would have got on there and bragged and showed us what all he got, you know, and showed us his hair. You know how you put too much lotion or whatever on your hands and then you got to rub it on your arms because it be too greasy. Ugh, I hate when that happens. But I can't stand for my hands to be dry, y'all. It's a pet peeve of mine. I can't stand it. So I'm always rubbing lotion and Vaseline on my arms all the time. But that's good. Yeah, so he is always getting on here and one minute he bragging and showing what all he done did and what all he got. But why ain't you bragging and showing what all you did and what all you got now? That's all I want to know. Why aren't you doing it now? You know. Because you would have thought that he would have had all kind of stuff to say and stuff to tell, but he ain't have nothing. That's why we went out of town. Nigga, you probably went up there to your auntie in St. Louis knowing him to try to get her to sign some kind of rights away, you know? Because that's what he's good at. allegedly. He is stupid, but he do got some conning skills about him. I will give him that. He does con and carrying on, and so he do something good when he does some things good when it comes to that, because he be conning fools over there out of their money and carrying on. The killer part about it. The killer part about it. I mean, he says that all the time, but I ain't tell y'all what we did. Me and my husband, y'all. It irks my nerves when he says me and my husband. It irks my nerves when he says that, because I'm like, you is a husband, sir. He can't be no husband, because what is you? You is a husband, okay? The two don't go together. So I'm not gonna never give him that. I ain't never giving him that. Y'all both is husbands. Who is the woman? Where the woman at? Because I don't see no woman. Big Joe look like a dude, and Charles look like a dude. So, sir, I can't respect that. Somebody got to look feminine. And ain't not one of y'all looking feminine. Hey, I was at Amor. I hate when he claims he's thank you, and Charles do too, because I seen some old videos on TikTok when he was, don't do that. And when Charles rolled his eyes at him. I love when Charles does that, but Big Joe, why you always got to sit on here and just act out like, you just done had the most fabulous weekend, day, month, year, your whole entire life, because let him tell it, he done had a man all his life. Really? What, in dog years? Because you ain't had no man all your life. Here, you just had some fools that you got with that really thought or believed that you was going to be somebody. And that's how you held on to him. He thought that them supporters was going to send him, exactly. He thought they was going to send him some money. He only got soap from his supporters. They was trying to tell him to thank you. Get your dirty behind on in that tub, Big Joe. That's what you do. That is what you do. Okay? Trying to tell us we worried about you. I was just saying, really, Big Joe? Y'all worried about me, and y'all ain't got nothing else to do but sit up and watch me. And it's over 700 some people up in here. And I was like, he is lying. I hate when he do that. It's over 700 some people. If you don't want to be here, then get out. You can't tell us to go nowhere. If we won't get on here and sit and look at you looking ugly, I record it, of course. But if we won't get on here and record you and look at you looking ugly, then that is our business here. Because I done told you, Big Joe, you give us a good laugh. Okay? So that's the reason why I like to watch him, because he gives me a good laugh. I'm like, Lord, what is he about to say today? Crazy and off the wall. And dead skin scrubs, I mean, it's just sad. I don't understand why he got to be like it. I mean, Monday morning. This is supposed to be President's Day, and he getting on here with this drum. I was like, when I didn't even know he was on, I was like, oh. Then when I realized he was on, I'm like, oh, shoot, let me get my phone ready. I'm trying to get my phone ready and stuff to record. As soon as they started recording, as soon as I turned on his page, I was like, why is he on here acting a fool already? He was on there acting a donkey. I couldn't understand what done happened, but he was just getting on her doing that, period. I don't understand him, Mr. Exactly, Mr. and Mr. Ain't nothing but two misters over in that house, and I'm not going to respect no two looking misters, okay? Now, and I could see if Jonetta was real feminine looking and from head to toe, then I'm going to say, she or whatever, but he don't look like that. So it's hard for me to say that, if I can see it visually, if it's pleasing to the eye, aesthetically, cute face, hair and all of that, makeup, then I don't mind saying it. I don't have a problem with that, but I'm not going to say it with him looking like he looked. That's not going to happen. Hey, Mr. Goddamn, what else? Then he said TikTok was paying the most, exactly, the most, and Facebook wasn't there. He always says, he goes back and forth. He's saying Facebook paying a lot, TikTok not. He forgot. Thank you. We know he's banned from TikTok. And then on Facebook, he probably done got in trouble over there too. Here, Joe lies so daggone much, you can't believe nothing that he says. You can't believe him sitting in front of you for real here, because what he gonna say out of his mouth in front of you is gonna be a lie. So we know online he gonna lie through them dentures, because them is not no veneers. Them is not no veneers. Oh, Jonetta's too old to be having veneers. Them is dentures. That's what old people get, is dentures. Y'all, for real. I got my reading glasses on today. I can see better with these. When you're looking at like computer screens and stuff like that, reading glasses are way better. My glasses, Them things are not good for that. I learned that from my what do you call it, optometrist. She's optometrist, excuse me. She said get you some readers for the computer screens and the, like when you read your phone and stuff like that, and get your glasses just for every day wear, and it makes a big difference. I can see clear with these things on. He literally thinks all that yuck. But yeah, y'all, I don't understand what he did. I always watch you. I didn't know. Uh, what is that? I can't even see it because it's things in a while. Damn it. Oh, I didn't know where he was live. Yeah, he just got off for a few minutes ago. A few minutes ago. And I was like, let me go live for a little bit. About 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna sit here, and then, like I said, I'm gonna probably do a video later on because I recorded a lot of it. I said I'm recording a bunch of nothing. I hate when it happens because anytime you record Big Joe Netta, you're gonna record a bunch of space, meaning stuff you're gonna have to delete because it's not gonna matter to you in your commentary. So dealing with him, it just goes with it. It's the unfortunate part about it, But yeah, y'all. But who else I said I was gonna talk about? Todd, love. Now I'm gonna need the glasses. The eyeglass. I can't see because this thing is in a way. Okay. Oh, the little thing to go around your neck. I had that, but it didn't work too good, So I just usually stick my I usually stick my glasses right here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just put it right here and then kind of change it back and forth. I usually do it like that because it looks like like that little thing with the little lamps or whatever you want to call it around it. That don't work for me. I gotta have them like on me, on my persons, if you will. Well, I guess around your neck, but for some reason it just didn't work for me. Let me say that. Got to meet now. Catch you on the replay. Okay, bye. Have a good day. Lord have mercy. But yeah, y'all. So moving on to Candy and Todd. I've been seeing him lately too, driving around in his car in Atlanta. For one, at first I thought Todd was a nice dude. I thought he was, somebody that's gonna be good for Candy. Candy got plenty of money. She don't need nobody, but obviously she wants love. Everybody wants love, but she obviously wanted it for her to. I like Candy, but why she take a step down with Todd? Because, he wasn't giving what he's supposed to give. They said he was a production manager or whatever, a producer, but come to find out he was an intern or some old mess. And I don't know, but he has really shown his behind now that he, was with her. I used to watch little videos where he had a page, like a little podcast he did on YouTube. I ain't watch it all the time because I didn't really care for him, where he would just be saying things to me that was inappropriate. He would be talking about, well, what if a man is going through this with his woman? And you could always tell that when he would be talking, he was referring to Candy in an indirect way, passive aggressive way, like Jonetta, like a little passive aggressive way. And I'm looking like, why is he talking, saying like stuff like that to his wife? And then the women that will be doing Candy's makeup and hair, they will be standing there looking like, y'all got to go pull the videos up. You won't believe it until you see it. They will be looking like, and none of them ever said anything. They never said anything. Candy knew what it was exactly from the start. Now it's a problem. Yes. And that's another thing. I'm glad you said it, because they were like, they always had somebody extra in their relationship, if that makes any sense. And they said Todd got out of control with it. He started seeing women on the side and wasn't telling Candy. And they said that Candy didn't have a problem with that, but she just didn't like the fact he was sneaking behind her back, So I don't know how true that is, because, we ain't in Candy's business like that. She ain't came out and told us nothing like that, but I'm just allegedly, from what I've heard on the internet, Joe and Charles, some of us got to work. Exactly. I hate that shit. Yes. It's a problem. Yeah. So now it's a problem now because she introduced that into her marriage. I don't know how early she did that, but obviously it's gotten out of control. Now some news has came out where they're saying that Todd was seeing his chef or something. I said, this little bitty munchkin, I mean, he's over here doing all of that. Y'all, she should have whooped his behind. That's all. I'm for real. Why she didn't grab him by his beard and wear him out? Because Candy's bigger than him. She could have easily dusted him on that floor, I'm like, come on now. She, Child, ain't nowhere in the world. Here, I would have had to throw him into that wall somewhere. I'm for real, because he's just disrespectful. Ninja, you didn't bring nothing to the table, and then you're gonna have the nerve to turn around and cheat, because it's cheating if they didn't consent, both consent to it. And she didn't consent to the outside relations that it didn't involve her. the news out there saying that he been cheating on her ever since. So and then look at Todd. Look at Todd. He's not really attractive. I never thought he was attractive at all. Handsome, none of that. And then this long beard that he got, I was like, who told? I guess he thinks that makes him look more distinguished or handsome because without the hair, he got this little bitty head, little bitty neck, little bitty shoulders. His shoulders is all squished in like this. So I guess, he thinks that makes him look more, manly or whatever. You just look like a munchkin with a big old beard. The munchkins on The Wizard of Oz, that's what he looked like. A little bitty short man with a big old beard like one of them munchkins. And for him to be cheating on her and doing the things that he did, I just think it's sad. I just think it's pathetic, because Todd ain't got nothing. And since he got with Candy, he started producing movies and everything, opening up all them restaurants, which some of them, she done had to close down. The one that I had went to, the old lady gang, I heard that one closed down. So those done close, couple of restaurants done closed down, and they got to pay these debts and stuff off, which is falling on Candy. And he's talking about, well, he wants primary custody of the kids because he already she got to work. She got to work. That's why he got the kids. Somebody got to work and pay these bills. Is he crazy? And she don't throw him out and he living in her guest house for free. Honey, I would hire a nanny before that ninja stays on my property. I wouldn't give a damn what the court record says. I would have told the judge, oh, he's coming up out of my house. He's not staying up in here. He ain't staying in the guest house either. He's got to go. Okay. And I'll just suffer the consequences because he is not staying on, ain't no in the world he be staying on my property. He's still seeing all these itches. And he's still walking around like his shit don't stink. Oh, girl. He need an old-fashioned ass whooping. That's what he need. Why people with money has the most problems. She should have married a man like me. And I laugh like I wouldn't. It's a lot, and exactly, it's a lot of men that would not have cheated on her. Hey, Kim, it's a lot of men that would have not cheated on her. And I'm like, why are you so disrespectful? This woman, she got everything laid out. She just wanted a mate to love and respect her and for her to be able to have some fun with, because you know what they say about Candy. Everybody know that. So she just wanted somebody to have fun with and to love her and to be there, not to sit there and do shit behind her back. That's why I'm like, you couldn't handle that. Any man could have handled that easily, and then having the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to cheat because they wife is with it. So, we can go on and keep it in the house. We ain't got to go running out here and there. Ain't no sneaking around, basically. They ain't got to do no sneaking around, none of that. That's why I don't understand him. He should have played his part. Exactly. And that's another thing. I'm glad you said it. Terrell, basically, to me, this is my opinion. What I'm looking at it as, he felt like he wanted to exert his masculinity, so, he had to go out there and show her, I can still do it. I can do whatever I want. And she's still going to be with me. And she probably did forgive him for a lot of things or whatever. But after a while, it gets old, y'all. It gets old. And basically that's what it did. It got old with Candy. And Candy said that they wasn't even having relations. How is you going to be with this woman and you sleeping with everybody else, but you're not sleeping with your wife? That don't even make sense. That's why I was like, something's wrong with him because plenty of men would not have had a problem with getting with her and just, doing what a man's supposed to do. I don't even want to say accommodating her, but just doing what a man's supposed to do. That wasn't hard for him to do. He couldn't handle that task, huh? And he thinks that somebody gonna give him half or whatever he want. He want child support because he wants the kids. Then he wants spousal support. You ain't nothing but a bitch, Todd, here. He is just a biatch. That's all I can say. You know how many men would have loved to be in his position? Because, remember she was engaged to that one guy, but he died or whatever. So she had met a dude and he had a little money, had his own nightclubs, but then unfortunately he passed. So she went on about her business and everything and met Todd. And child, I feel so bad that I did not believe Mama Joyce. I feel so bad because Mama Joyce was right the whole time. She called it. So that's letting me know, even though she on TV and she be running her mouth and as they be saying, keeping up a bunch of saying, she knew what she was talking about, y'all. She knew what she was talking about. She called it. Todd wasn't shit. And Mama Joyce knew it all along. So now Candy really gonna have to listen to Mama Joyce. Before everybody was like, Mama Joyce is hating. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, come on, Mama Joyce, let the girl have a husband. Can she have somebody? That's how I was saying. But now I'm gonna have to say, you know, exactly. That's a man's dream. Now I'm gonna have to say, honey, consult with Mama Joyce first before you make any rash decisions, because you don't want to mess up again, you know. But she was smart to get that prenup, because, girl, y'all, is what I'm used to talking on the phone, girl. But for real, now he can't get what he want, and he can't have what he want. And I hope he don't get nothing. Todd don't deserve nothing. Now I would take care of Todd's daughter and give her the things that her daddy didn't want her to get, because he act like he was lightweight jealous of the daughter because Candy wanted to do for her. I mean, that's another story. Why would you be mad and don't want your daughter to have nice things when you ride around in nice things? You didn't give it to her when she was growing up in New York. So why can't she have nice things now? She's got a stepmama that can provide it for her. I don't get that part. That was very selfish of him, because I would have got it for her anyway. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get her this car, okay? You know, I don't care what you saying. You know what I'm saying? She's grown, and if I want to buy her a car, really, there's nothing Todd could have said. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, she's not my daughter, but I'm her stepmother, and I do love and care about her. And you know, you don't agree that she should have it, but she's a grown woman now, and I'm going to get it for her. And that would be the end of that. The problem was she let Todd have too much control. I'm hearing it now. She let him have too much control. She should have put that munchkin in his MF in place and let him know how this is going to go, okay? Let him know how this show was going to go. Not you coming in here and thinking you running nothing, ninja. Out a million she's making? Ain't nowhere in the world. He was trying to say his lawyers weren't present when he signed. Well, too bad, because you knew what was going on. Mama Joyce she never liked Todd. That's the thing. And I thought I ain't gonna lie, I just thought she was hating because she was afraid that, you know, Todd was gonna get the money. But Candy ain't stupid, y'all. She is far from stupid, you know? And at this point, from this point forward, I mean, I do believe Candy should get married again if she wants to. Yeah, Munchkin. I do believe she should get married again if she wants to. Consult with her mama, because her mama do got that third eye, she knows. So that makes a big difference. Consult with your mama, Candy. And this day move slow, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. And this time, you know, don't let him be no intern. You know, there's nothing wrong with a man that works every day, because Candy's not like that. But don't let him be no daggone intern here. No. And don't take no more advice from Phaedra, because ain't Phaedra the one that hooked up with the food with this bum? Todd is a bum. Every time I see him, when he be having the kids with him, his skin don't even look bright like it used to. It's like his life force is being sucked out. I'm like, why he look all dried up and shriveled up? Before, his skin was bright, and I mean, it was just glowing. He had like a glow to him. Now he don't look like it. Every time I see him, when he was riding in the car the other day, his face looked just dry looking. So he probably ain't getting them expensive facials no more. That's why he looking like that. But yeah, I just want Candy to make better decisions, because I think she deserves love. You know, everybody deserves love except for Jonetta. Everybody deserves love. Everybody needs love. I'm not saying you need it to make you who you are, but I mean, we're here. Why not? That's all I'm saying. We're here. Why not? Apollo. What you mean? You think she should date Apollo? I was talking about Phaedra's. Yeah, Phaedra's Apollo. But everybody deserves love. Apollo, you know, he's abusive from what I've heard. He's abusive. The last woman he was married with, the one that was seeing him when Phaedra was still married, they said that she said that he basically whooped her, you know what? Maybe not verbatim. Her married, maybe not verbatim, but you know, he laid hands, allegedly. We can't confirm nor deny, but allegedly he laid hands. So, yeah, steer away from him here. Steer away from him, because he had to go back to jail. Shit. Ain't nobody taking no ass whoopings in this time frame. Shit, is you crazy? You know, we were talking about Apollo all dried up. No. I was talking about, who was it? No, Apollo, he's a nice looking man. Although they say he's again, he ain't, when he get in his anger moments, he ain't fun to be around. Let me say that. Todd, honey, Todd, his old raggedy behind. You know, Todd, that's married to Candy. He looks dried and shriveled up now. He used to look vibrant and fresh. Now he looks all dried up in the face. And I'm like, what's going on with him? You wasn't cute now. Let's get that straight. Because his shoulders would be like this. His shoulders was squinched all in and stuff. And then he got this big old head on this little bitty body and carrying on. Oof. Candy brought him up a level, and now that they're not together, it looks like he's going through it, and you can tell, you can see it on his face. Yep, him and Apollo and him were, oh yeah, him and yeah. But see, at least Apollo still kept up his appearance. Todd, I don't know what to say about this boy because he looks a mess. He look a mess in the face. Go to TikTok and pull up some videos on him. Look all fresh and clean like he usually do when him and Candy be going somewhere. No, he looks worn out and tired in the face. And he won't try to be daddy daycare like that's gonna make a difference. Candy can hire her some nannies to come in the house because hey, Andy, she can hire her some nannies to come in the house. And I do believe she already had like a nanny that came in there and helped with the kids and stuff. So Todd is not doing nothing like he's sitting up here acting like he's doing, like he's daddy daycare. Get a job and go find you something to do. Find you something to do. You're a producer. Go and produce some movies. But what he should not be allowed to do is lay up there and benefit off of Candy. Here, somebody need to wear his behind out. That's why I don't like him. Mama Joyce will beat him up here. Mama Joyce will wear him out. And I am so sorry for, like I said, not listening to Mama Joyce when she was calling Todd out because she knew. Always somebody coming through. She knew, y'all. She knew that he wasn't no good. And turned out he wasn't no good. He looks like the burn he is now. He looks like the bum he is now. Yeah. He was real quiet in the beginning. I noticed that. That's how you can tell when a mofo ain't no good because he was real quiet in the beginning and laid back and just spoke. Now, don't get me wrong. He did try to get smart with Mama Joyce a couple times while they were still dating, which I felt like, why are you getting smart? And you ain't even in the door yet, Ninja. I mean, most of the time, ninjas don't act up until they end like Flynn. But this fool won't try to exert himself and everything. And they wasn't even married when Mama Joyce was making a comment. You was barely engaged to her, Todd. And you up here feeling free to run your mouth. That's the problem. Maybe Candy should have left him where he was at then. He only wants custody so he can get that child support. That's all he wants the money for. Because when they first separated, he went out of town to, was it Turks and Caicos or Barbados or Jamaica, one or two? Damn, where was he? I can't remember where he went to, but he went out of town. He wasn't trying to stay with the kids and spend time with them. This fool went out of town because he said his friend was out of town and he wanted to go vacation and see something he was doing across seas or something. But that was just a lie. He don't care nothing about. He don't care nothing about them kids. Them kids is his lifeline. That's what it is. That now that's his lifeline. He gonna hold on to him for dear life because he ain't got nothing else, nothing else. His mama's not around. I'm sure his daughter ain't gonna want to be bothered with him because he gonna even be more so sarcastic than he was before, because he was very sarcastic towards that girl. Like I said, he said that, he didn't know until she was damn near grown. Then when she grown, you trying to give her advice how, because you wasn't never around. And then also you didn't do nothing for her. And then when you get with somebody who can provide and give her the things that, you want to give your children, you would think, he don't even want to do that. I thought she was hating on him too. Oh, yeah, I did too. Yep. Mama Joyce was right. I feel bad because I was like, why is Mama Joyce being a hater? She needs to have somebody there for her. So when, everybody's gone, kids is gone, mama ain't there no more and all of that, she's got her mate. But honey, a cameraman assistant, exactly. That's where she messed up, y'all. He should have just been a fling, you know what I'm saying? He should have been a fling, meaning a couple times, and keep it moving here. You know what I'm saying? She got too much money to be sitting up there and mating and carrying on with a cameraman and assistant. Shit, okay? At this point, Candy, I know I just said that she can get with a regular man, but when I say a regular man, I mean, she gonna have to match her bank account. I'm sorry. At this point, because now she can't trust no ninjas, okay? She gonna have to match her bank account. Meaning they're gonna have to be where she at or either higher, because she can't take too many more losses dealing with a ninja like Todd. She can't afford to do that, Because at some point in time, she gonna fall head over heels again, and she can't put herself in that position. She just can't do it, I love Candy. I love me some Candy, but yeah, she's gonna have to make a better decision there when it comes to men. And listen to Mama Joyce, y'all. But anyway, moving right along, Deion Sanders and Karrueche. Y'all been wanting to talk about this forever. Deion Sanders, y'all know Deion Sanders. What was the last team he played for? Was it the 49ers or was it The Falcons, Atlanta Falcons. I can't remember. But anyway, didn't he play for Dallas Cowboys at one time? He done played for several teams. But anyway, make a long story short, y'all know he's dating Karrueche Tran, and they done come out to the public because I be watching Well Off Media, which is the Facebook page that his son has. So I'll be watching like a lot of the close-ups of Deion and what they do on a day-to-day basis and him traveling and stuff. I like stuff like it. I don't know why. She needs to live life and just focus on her. Yeah, that's true too. And if she falls in love again, that'll be good. She downgraded. She definitely downgraded. So yeah, Deion Sanders is now dating publicly Karrueche Tran. Well, when they first came out a few months ago on the channel, I was sitting there looking like, wait a minute. I said, this ain't no new relationship. This is kind of a well-established relationship, at least a year or so. You know what I'm saying? Unless Karrueche Tran just one of them kind of women that just, acts all like, she just old head over heels over every man that she get with. Maybe that's it. I don't know her. But I ain't trying to be no hater, y'all, but I'm just like, why is he with her when you used to be with Tracy Edmonds? You know what I'm saying? He used to date Tracy Edmonds for 12 years, okay? They had got engaged not too long ago. And she used to be the wife of Babyface, and of course she kept the last name, and she would have changed it if she had to marry Deion, but they never got married. And once it came all out, once they broke up, come to find out that her and Karrueche Tran used to be best friends, according to what I've read online and watched videos. This is allegedly, so I don't know. And then next thing you know, you look up and Karrueche Tran is with him. And I'm like, wasn't she so-and-so's friend? And now she's over here. This is why you got to watch the company that you keep, y'all. Here, ladies, men too. Got to watch the company that you keep. She was with this man for 12 years. I seen pictures of Karrueche and Tracy hugging and smiling, posing and hugging, and now she with her ex-man. Right. Ain't she Chris Brown's ex, okay? Ain't she Chris Brown's ex? And she's cute as she can be, but I don't like how she moves, y'all, okay? I'm just going to call her spade a spade. She's as adorable as she can be, but honey, you moving. I don't like how she moved, okay? I mean, women got enough issues out here now. You got to go back to wondering if a bitch is your friend or not. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's bitch is not your friend, okay? She couldn't never be your friend. Because if she was your friend, then how she laid up in the bed with your ex? I gotta make it hit home a little bit more. Because just walking around and going out in public and they act like this and carrying on all of this, they doing all like this and hugged all up. That ain't enough. How is your ex-friend laid up in the bed with your ex-man? This don't make sense to me, okay? When I seen it, I don't know, it just put a bad taste in my mouth here because there's certain lines you just don't cross. And I'm just like, I know this man got a lot of money and everything. Don't get me wrong. She's all about the money. That's why she was with Chris Brown. You was with Chris Brown and she was with somebody else in between her. Let me see if I can look it up on my other phone. Who else was she with? Because this is gonna bug me to no end if I don't look it up. Who all has Karrueche Tran dated besides Chris Brown? And now she's with Deion Sanders. Okay, I know her name. Oh, okay. Chris Brown, 2011 through 2015. Victor Cruz, 2017 through 2021. Who is that? I don't even know who he is. She was in a long-term relationship with former NFL wide receiver. I ain't never heard of him. They were together for several years before splitting in early 2021 to focus on their careers. What career? I didn't know what does she do, y'all? I don't know what she does. And then she was with Quavo? She was with Quavo in 2017, shortly after her split from Brown. She was briefly linked to Migos rapper Quavo. And then other links over the years, she has been linked to various other celebrities, including rapper star Ray J, hell no, John Wall, and soccer player Memphis Depay. Who is Depay? And now she's with Deion Sanders. And Deion Sanders is 58. No, I don't want to sign up. Deion Sanders is 58. Stop. Deion Sanders is 58 years old, and now he's dating Karrueche Tran. Open up about the relationship with Karrueche. And she's added much to my life. So, yeah, Deion, honey, y'all. Deion is head over heels for Karrueche. Let me just say that. He head over heels for her. Do you hear me? He is head over heels, and he has said that he is head over heels, and she makes him feel alive and happy. He said, I'm happy now. And I like smiling. I'm just sitting there looking like, okay, Deion. So this brings me to my next point. She sure was with someone else. Deion, from what I've learned by him saying that, every time Deion goes somewhere, guess who's up under him? Like she ain't got nothing else to do. Guess who's holding his hand and everywhere? I said, oh, so that's what Deion wanted. He wanted a woman that, for lack of a better way of explaining it, I think it said Ray J. He wanted a woman that was going to be up under him all the time. Somebody just waiting for his every move. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Karrueche sat back and watched. That's why you got to watch out, y'all. You got to watch out who you have around. Okay, your man. Because you don't know who's sitting back watching, okay? Especially he got money. You don't know. And that showed me, I said, so Karrueche was just sitting there watching the whole time and thinking what all she would do that Tracy wasn't doing. You see what I'm saying? You got to peep game. You got to keep game. And that's what she did. She sat back and peeped everything that Tracy wasn't doing. And she probably was reading Deion, okay? She probably was reading his energy and everything. Don't think she wouldn't. So then once they separated, how the hell did they get together? That's my next question. Did she say something to him in his inbox? Did she send him a text? I mean, how did this come back? She was a pass around. And I'm glad somebody else said it because I wanted to say it. She was a pass around. And then Deion took a pass around. How did Deion play himself? Deion was never that kind of a man, okay? Deion was always about being the player. How you get played by a pass around, ninja? Now, I know you got a lot of things going on with you. You know, you got that little thing on his side where for his bladder and carrying on. So I know he has issues with that. And I ain't gonna tell you what else I'm wondering. I'm like, well, damn, is he impotent? I mean, these are just questions that you normally would ask yourself, you know. Is the man impotent? You know what I'm saying? How is he able to be with women? Can he be with women? These are just things I always wonder. So, but getting back to Karrueche done sat there and studied. She done sat there and studied. Great, knock the phone over. She done sat there and studied everything, and now she know what to do. So Karrueche came in basically and got with Deion. She don't really, I don't know what she got going on, but not like Tracy Edmonds. Tracy Edmonds is a producer, career woman, so she wasn't able to stay up under Deion 24/7, but she made time. Karrueche, baby, every time he's going somewhere, she right there on his arm now that they out in public and they on screen and everything. They don't care. She always on his arm like this. All like this. I said, oh, that's what Deion like. He want a woman that's going to be there to his beck and call. Now, especially he's getting older. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to run them streets because he can't. So now he got her right up under him, which ain't nothing wrong with it, but has to be more careful. I hope that taught Tracy a lesson. It taught her a valuable lesson, honey. I know she got tired and left, but that taught her a valuable lesson, honey. You got to be more careful because, you was buddy with this girl, and then she done slid in, and knowing him, he wanted emotional animal. Yep. Emotional. He just wanted somebody to be there for him. And we know Deion Sanders, y'all. Anybody that's older, they know Deion Sanders. Deion might not marry this girl. If he marry her, then I'll be surprised, and he might be serious now and settle down because he can't do nothing else. He ain't got no choice. And he got, Karrueche on his own. She, 15 years? She about 15 years younger than him, so he probably gonna settle down at this point. He might. But I done watched the videos, and she be looking at different stuff, and then the son will be saying, why don't you gonna get it? He's not gonna buy it. So Deion's still stingy and cheap. Now, he's buying her stuff, but probably not all the things that she will want. So that's another thing. Is she going to be able to deal with that? Him not want to spend all his money because she likes buying stuff. She done been with men that spent money on her. So is she going to be able to deal with the fact that, honey, don't wind up like Tracy and he ain't doing nothing all these years, 12 years? 12 years? Hey, Leslie, honey, the rule of the thumb is, ladies, is the rule that I use. You know what I'm saying? When I was dating. 3 months. I did a Steve Harvey rule, 90-day rule. If this ninja ain't talking about nothing for 3 months or whatever, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop answering phone calls, ignore text. You know, that's how I would do. I would ignore text. Or if I used to do it when I just didn't want to be bothered. I'm like, look at the phone. Oh, he don't want nothing. Put the phone back down and watch TV or whatever the case. Girl, hold on. Let me look at this phone. Who is this? What is he contacting me for? Girl, I ain't talked to him in a week or two. If you ain't called me in 2 weeks, don't be calling me now and don't be texting me because I'm gonna ignore it. Here, that's how I was, y'all. So me being a Sagittarius, I would get irritated real quick. And you know what I'm saying? If a person slacked off too quick or too easy, don't come back because I'm not gonna be interested. I ain't gonna even want to talk to you, you know, let alone go out to eat with you. So I would lose interest real quick. So I'm saying all this to say, Karrueche Tran, she should not be hanging around. I don't care if you with him and you all up under him and y'all lovey-dovey. That's the honeymoon phase, honey. Anybody can do that. Ain't nobody impressed by that, honey. Okay? Anybody can do that. What you best be finding out is when he gonna put this engagement ring on your finger and you planning that wedding. Because an engagement ring is got Tracy had one of them, but you see, she still hadn't got married to him. She need to get that ring on her finger and be planning for that wedding ASAP. Because Deion's old, okay? He got all these ailments going on with him. That's what make him older. You know, he's a couple of years older than me, but with all them ailments, honey, y'all, it make him older. You know, he done lost some toes and carrying on, and his circulation's not good, and he won't do no herbal therapy, you all. That's what gets me about him. He's so hung up on this modern medicine, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to realize that some things that's not going to always be fixed with modern medicine, like with his decrease in circulation and stuff. He could have corrected that, you all. He could have corrected that from an herbal standpoint, but he didn't want to do that because I remember watching a video where somebody was trying to give him beet juice, you know, and that's good for circulation. He didn't want to drink it. So, you know, it's a whole nother story. Deion was a player in the day, but exactly, you know, and the only reason he ain't doing nothing now because he can't, you know, exactly. Miss Tracy has several jobs. She supposedly had Karrueche in one of her movies. See what I'm saying? You can't trust these pass arounds. That's sad. She was, oh y'all, she was just standing there in the cut watching. Can you imagine that? Thinking this girl is cool with you know, allegedly, because we don't know. I'm just speculating, allegedly. And then next thing you know, she done turned around and took your man. I mean, they broke up, but still, I know it still had to hurt. Like, wait a minute, what? Child. And you know how they be saying, get mad at the man, don't get mad at the woman. No, I'm gonna get mad at both here. I don't care what nobody had to say. Man, her would have had to, child, we would have had it out, okay? We would have had it out. Because I would have told her up, okay? And it ain't got nothing to do with him. It's the principle, okay? I'm one of them kind of people. It's the principle. Damn him. He wasn't shish. It's the principle. That's what it's about. You know, at both. Yeah, it's the principle. So yeah, people just feel too comfortable, like they can just play all up on top of your head and in your face nowadays, y'all. That's because people ain't being taught their lesson. If people get taught their lesson more, that type of stuff wouldn't happen, okay? They up there in Hollywood and acting like it because he got hurt. That's why them sports players get paid so much, because they get hurt. Exactly. Hey, Don people, yeah, they get paid. And Deion's still making all kind of money. You know, I don't know why he just don't go. I mean, now that he done got what he wanted, supposedly, allegedly, he might as well just gonna spend his money on it. And that don't take none away. I still like Deion. I still like Deion because he's a mess, but I still like him, you know. But yeah, Karrueche, honey, if you gonna go on and go for this for the long haul, you done been there with him when he had that major surgery, honey. You better get you your engagement ring, because he done already met a family. Get you that engagement ring and what else? And go on and get that wedding date in order, like Travis Hunter's girlfriend did. He got signed, they got married, and got that baby. She was not playing around, okay? And she was not playing around. That's how you move. Deion got too much money, too much experience for you just to be his girlfriend. So I'm sure they've been dating at least a year. Honey, you should have your engagement ring by now, because what's another saying? That a man don't have to wait 2-3 years 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months to decide if he wants to be with you. You know, they ain't got to decide that. They know within the first 3 to 6 months whether or not they want to be with you for the long haul. And if he take too long to tell you and show you, then you don't need to hang around. I don't give a damn how much you in love with him. You know, protect that investment. Right. Protect that investment. She better get on top of it and protect it. You know, and I ain't even trying to sound like, you know, I want her to be money hungry, but it's protecting that investment. You don't sit there and hang around with no man with that kind of money and you just whining and dadding and going on little free trips because y'all together. You better get him some, get him to get you some properties, help you get your business started. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand these young girls. Well, she ain't that young, but she younger compared to me. Yeah, married for stability. Exactly. That's what it's about. She's not getting younger. She's getting older. All this old ripping and running and every time she get off the plane and carrying a purse and smiling and taking pictures, because you know they be taking plenty of pictures. That don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing when you dating a man with that kind of a status, okay? It's about you better make sure you stable. Because the minute it don't work out and he look at somebody else, then she gonna have to start all over again. That's what's not making no sense to me with some of these people out here. They, my God, his daughter, the one that was dating Jacquees, she had a baby by him and then he basically acted a fool and then they broke up and now they ain't even together. You know? Get that ring first and if you want to have a baby, not the other way around, the baby first and then get the ring. Y'all didn't even make it down the aisle because he was still young-minded. Okay, you can be young-minded after we married, nigga, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to drain your pockets. How about that? You know? See, that's why I can't be getting on live, y'all, because I just get to run in my mouth and saying the wrong words. I can't censor it. At least when I'm doing my videos, I'm like, oh, shit, let me take it out. But anyway, for real, I hope she don't go back to tell Deion everything. Tracy, my God, Tracy was saying to her as a best friend. I'm sure she did, girlfriend, now pillow talk. Right, that's my whole point. That's why I say Joe was with Dura all those years and the man didn't marry him. Yes, he didn't want to marry no Joe Netta, for real. He didn't want to marry him. Yeah, I don't even sound right saying it. Why am I'm saying it, but it don't even sound right. He didn't want to marry him. Sound crazy even saying it. But yeah, it don't even make sense. Pillow talking now. That's basically what's going on. Pillow talking. Telling everything that was said. All that was said and done. I don't like it hand sanitizer. I like my Bath and Body Works because it smells better. Telling all of what was said and done, you all. I mean, if Tracy was talking to another man, I'm sure Deion knows now. You see what I'm saying? That old pillow talk, honey. Got to be more careful. But what goes around comes around and what goes up must come down. So I just got a funny feeling that it could backfire on her and she not get what she want. Stability. That's what y'all be saying. Stability, you know? And Deion, he's just, again, he wants to, Deion still think he's young too. So if he married Karrueche, I would be surprised. I really would be surprised if he marries her. Because again, he's too full of himself. And I didn't even know about why him and Pilar, I didn't know why they divorced until I had heard about it years ago, all that stuff. Some about she was with another man. And, well, you know, they said Deion was always doing what he wanted to do. She was with another man. And then they fell out because of that. Hey, Pepper. They fell out and you be keeping it real. Thank you. They fell out and then she was trying to fight him. And then basically she got thrown out of the house and didn't get, you know, the money that she thought she was going to get during the divorce. And he kept the kids and everything. It was a mess. I was like, oh gosh. So I don't know. But yeah, Karrueche Tran, with Deion's track record, let me just say that. With Deion's track record, what is the likelihood that he's going to settle down and he's going to be this good man now? That's the question. Is he gonna be this good man? Because I mean, Deion done, you know, he's had his day. He was a player. And in his mind, he probably still thinks he's a player. You know, I got me a young one, a pretty one, blah, blah, blah. You know how men talk. He's looking at it like that. So is he gonna settle down for real? Who knows? But all I'm saying is Karrueche Tran, honey, if you don't get your stability locked in quick, If it's been a year, you should have your ring by now. Okay. If it's been a year, you should have your ring, at least your ring. And then, be preparing for the wedding the next year and a half. Now, not all that old 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years on down the line, and we gonna get married. And now we engaged though, girl. Who cares? Exactly. I see Perla all the time. When on her son's channel, Shiloh, she be on this channel all the time because she always going to one of the games and stuff. I didn't like people that play like that. It's wrong. Exactly. Yeah. And Deion, he's the biggest player. But she needs to make up her mind and figure out, and let him know. Because some of these men, they'll string them along, y'all, They'll string a woman along, and she's got to be strong enough and be like, I'm not hanging around for this, okay? Yeah, you see, and that's another thing that I've noticed about women when they date men with money. Who cares if he got plenty of money? It ain't your money. Let's think about that. What kind of status is that going to be for any of us if we dating a man with plenty of money? If ain't none of that money in my bank account, it don't make me no damn difference, okay? It don't make me no difference. I'm not going to be excited because I'm dating this man, with plenty of money. It's not my money. He can leave and we don't talk the next day, or we together for the first week and we all lovey-dovey and spending time and going places. And then the next week he with another woman. I was going to say another biatch, but I don't want to say another woman. And then what else are we supposed to be doing? Sit here looking stupid? I thought that was my man. No, that doesn't mean nothing. I don't understand what's wrong with some of these women, young girls, thinking that because they date a man with money, that means something. It's not your money, honey. Why is you excited? Is he buying you new cars? Has he done put you in a nice penthouse or a nice home that he's making payments on for you? Has he helped you start your business? If a woman's dating a man with money and he's not doing any of those things, you wasting your time, okay? You giving the milk for free, okay? Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? Love and kindness is important. Exactly, Andy. Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? That's another thing. I don't understand these girls. They need to wake up. Unless he's worried about her health, I can see. But if the doctor don't say otherwise, will still be for the streets. Exactly. He better invest in you. Exactly. If the man's, thank you. If the man is not investing, that's the great way to put it. If the man is not investing in you and he got money, y'all, let me start teaching, preaching. A man know what he got to do. Okay. Men know what they got to do. We as women just don't realize that we got to tell them, meaning if you don't open your mouth, closed mouths don't get fed. It's like renting a house. That's somebody's money. Yeah, if you don't open your mouth, then you won't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. So you got to open up your mouth. And then if he says no, okay, well, let me try this. And if he's saying no, okay, then I see, obviously I'm not important to you. So let me roll out. You can't get attached emotionally to what a man has because you're so afraid and worried that if he go with the next woman, he might do for her. Well, if he's with you and he's not doing anything for you and he doesn't value you as an individual, then it's time for you to roll out. It doesn't matter. Old men drain younger women. Right. That's so true. That's so true because her youthfulness that she has, he could drain all of her energy and she start looking all worn out and tired, honey, from taking care of him. Ooh, shit. From taking care of him. I hate to see a young girl with an old man and she ain't getting nothing from it but a wet ass, okay? A wet ass. If she's not really getting nothing from it, honey, they wasting their time. And don't be no trick now here. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that's another thing, y'all. There's another thing. Just because a woman is dating a man doesn't mean that she owes him anything. She's not obligated to do anything with him, if you know what I mean. You see what I'm saying? That's another way or type of thinking that we've gotten so confused and misled about over the time, is that when you dating a man, you obligated to be with him if he takes you out to eat or if he takes and spends the money on you, and y'all go out of town or something. You ain't obligated to do nothing else. What, time and being friends? That's all you obligated to do. And just because a man asks you for some, don't mean you obligated to give none. You know, again, that's what's being misconstrued in this society. Women have got to take back, listen to me, though, got on this high horse. Women got to learn how to take back their power, okay? And if he don't want to do nothing for you because you ain't laid up, then oh well, keep it moving. It's somebody else that will. But the whole premise of me saying all of this, don't be staying around, hanging around too long to where you don't forget what you was in this for, okay? In it meaning you want stability, you want to get married, you want to have a family. But you done got caught up to being there for him and being his little helpmate and fixing him his food and making sure you hold his stuff because you jumping on planes, private planes, and going out of town with him. And don't forget what you was there for, honey. Because you done got so caught up in being the one helping him, take care of him, because she was there for him the last time he had that bladder surgery and she was on camera crying in the hospital. Girl, you can be there for him and then go get in the car that he's paying for every month, and then you come back and see him. But damn it, you keep you somebody else's until he done put that ring on your finger, because she's not committed to him until she has a ring and she's walking down the aisle. You know, that's the whole problem. You know, just because you dating a man doesn't mean that you're committed to him, because trust and believe, men don't think that. They don't think like that because they dating you, then they not commit. They committed to you. They not gonna talk to this other one over here, or they see somebody else walking down the street or in a club or in a restaurant or something that they might want to holler at. Oh, because yes, they will. They ain't committed. That's our problem. We commit too much, too fast, too easy. Well, you know, I want to get in him, see what he's like. Well, you better talk to him and him and him over here too. Why you getting in him, seeing what he's like? Because he's doing the same thing. I trust and believe. Okay, trust and believe. But yeah, so I'm saying all this to say, I hope this don't backfire on Karrueche, because Deion's very smart. You know, very smart, because he, look at him. He done reinvented himself. Now he's the coach at Colorado, and he done got this big contract again, making all kind of money and all these endorsement deals with Nike, and that ain't on top of the money that he made from playing football and, was it baseball too, and baseball. So this man keeps reinventing himself. Okay, he keeps reinventing himself. It's just amazing to watch him. That's why I like watching Deion. I'm like, he is really something else. Back in his day when he was out, I didn't care for the arrogance, but he's a lot more toned down now, so I can tolerate him. You know. Deion's body is broken down, honey, and apparently he's giving up that car because I'm almost guessing his body can't do too much. He can't. He can't, if anything. I don't think he can do nothing, tell the truth. He can't. I'm just being honest. Yeah, that thing will sell when cotton and corn won't. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, I'm just saying, you know, Karrueche think that she got her, she done hit her mark, you know. She got her older man this time because she was dating Chris Brown. Was Chris Brown younger than her? Yeah, I think he's younger than her. She was dating Chris Brown and then whoever these other people was, and it didn't work. So I guess she figured I'm going to step it up the ladder a little bit, you know. But I don't know if Deion is the right ladder. I really don't. I don't know. And it looks so funny when you be seeing them together. I'm like, Deion walking, you know how he walk, y'all, because he's had a couple of toes amputated. I'm like, Deion look like an old man with Karrueche. It just looks funny to me. So I'm always sitting there watching it. When I watch the video, I'll be like, she looks cute, but he looks more like her. He gives daddy vibes to me, you know, not couple vibes. You know what I'm saying? It don't give couple vibes to me. So, but yeah, y'all. Anyway, I hope it works out for her. But yeah, Karrueche, honey, don't you hang around too long. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, because if your good friends ain't told you, or if they have told you, you better listen. But if they ain't told you, honey, don't waste too much time. No, don't let him rob you of your youthful years. You done gave up your 20s and your 30s. I don't know what you was doing with your 20s and your 30s. I guess she was having fun, but she was trying to be in relationships because she was with different guys. So she's obviously the relationship type, but she hasn't met the man that is going to say, you the one, and I'm going to put the ring on your finger. She hasn't met that man, and that's what she wants. But with Deion, honey, don't you spend your 40 to 50, your 10 years. You got at least 10 years, good years left to go and get your ring on your finger before you start going into menopause, honey. You know? Oh my goodness. Before you start going into menopause and you have these hot flashes, your legs be aching, y'all. Ooh, child. I'm speaking to the choir, honey, because, honey, going through menopause, I'm like, my God, didn't nobody tell me I was going to go through all this? Lordy, from Chris to Deion sounds like step back to down a little. Exactly. To your legs aching, and then you go to bed at night and you wake up and can't go back to sleep. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's something else. Don't wait till you get to that age and then you still want a husband because you ain't gonna want to be bothered. Okay, you're not gonna want to be bothered half the time. Okay. Now with Deion, she might be okay because he ain't doing too much. I seriously doubt it. He might try. I don't think it's too successful, y'all. I really don't. But don't wait until you waking up with these night sweats from having hot flashes in your sleep and you got to have the fan on you. And let's not talk about the hair, honey, y'all. When you start getting older and going through menopause, your hair comes out. Your hair starts shedding. I grew my hair back, but honey, my hair was coming out. It ain't fun, you know? And you better ready to slap somebody upside their head because they looking at you. But it's your hormones. Your hormones are imbalanced. They out of order. So, honey, you just a mess, okay? You just a mess. You just a mess until you get on that hormone replacement therapy and it starts putting things back in perspective for you. Because before then, child, I was way worse. Jonetta trying to get people's pages shut down. Honey, you better be glad I'm on hormone replacement therapy because I would have came on down there to Alabama. I would have been so mad, okay? I'm keeping it short. Those hot flashes got me. Right. Not want your hair. Yeah, it does. See, like when I was having my hot flashes real bad, I couldn't wear my hair like this. I had to keep my hair in braids because getting it like this, it will revert back immediately. And it was, honey. Now, don't get me wrong. Hormone replacement ain't perfect. You still gonna have them slip through hot flashes, okay? You still gonna have some of those. Where you go to bed at night and I have the heat and blanket on and it'll feel good. And next thing you know, I'll be like, oh my God, it's hot up in here. Raise the window, it's hot up in here. I'm about to die, you know? And then I have two scarves on, my little do-rag scarf, and then my regular scarf, and I have to take the regular scarf off and just have the do-rag scarf on, put the fan on me so I can breathe because it's so hot and I don't want my hair to start sweating. Ooh, can you imagine you dating a man and he looking at you like, what? I ain't married. I ain't about to marry all of that. Honey, you better hurry and get your ring on your finger and get married before you start having all of these issues, okay? When that hair be falling out and you don't know what's going on, and then because you might not realize that it's your hormone imbalance, and then because your estrogen drops. In women, testosterone starts dropping in our 20s, and it keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. You know, I'm telling this to somebody who is getting ready to reach that age, 45, and you start going through it, you don't know. Because, honey, I didn't know, and it was devastating, and I had to learn what was going on, you know. And then progesterone. That's important to help you sleep at night. So women, we need our progesterone, you know, even though they say that when you done had a hysterectomy that you don't really need it. Yes, you do, because it's going to help you sleep at night. And then a lot of issues that women have is we have estrogen dominance. We have too much estrogen in our body and it can cause other issues. So progesterone helps balance it out. I had to learn all of this, you all. Doctors didn't teach me. I had to read up on it. So, you know, I take my, what do I take now? I used to do the shot. Now I do the cream. I put the cream on my leg, on my arm, and, you know, it helps relax you good at nighttime to help you lay down and go to sleep. It ain't all the time it don't work because if, you know, sometimes you'll put it on and you ain't sleepy still. It's just one of them hit and miss things with me. Progesterone, you know, sometimes it'll knock me straight out, and sometimes it takes a little while to go to sleep. Thank you, honey, because my hair, it was starting to break because my hormones were imbalanced. First, it started thinning out. That's what I noticed at first. My hair was just shedding. I would take it down. I would take it out of the wrap in the morning, and I would comb it down. And when I would comb it, honey, when I tell you it was hair all on the floor, now your hair sheds anyway. But when I tell you my hair was shedding, honey, I was in tears because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why is my hair falling out? You know what I'm saying? Had me going to the emergency room because I didn't know what was going on. And they thought it was my thyroid, but it wasn't my thyroid. Oh, that's when I found out it was hormone balance, imbalance. When you get older, ladies, it is no joke. Same thing with men. It's the same thing with men. Men have testosterone issues, muscle mass failure and other area failure, all of that type of stuff. So, Karrueche, baby, you need to hurry up, get your ring on your finger and get your man. And if you're trying to have a kid, hurry up and get you a child, honey, because time is, you ain't got time, is not on your side. Time ain't on her side. No, it don't. No, it ain't. Time is not on her side. So is she cute, younger girlfriend assistant that goes for whatever he says? I think so, because he is invested into making his children great, which is definitely a good thing, being a parent. Exactly. And that's the thing. Is she willing to hang around for that? Because he's invested in that. I had my tubes tied. It threw me into menopause. See, y'all, and I've heard about that with some women, because I had my tubes tied in my 20s. I was like, okay, I had one. I didn't want to have no more kids. And of course, these fools out here, they wasn't acting right back then. So I wasn't about to get another child. Are you serious? But I don't think I went through that then. I didn't start having issues, like I said, till I hit 45. And that's when all hell broke loose, because I didn't know what was going on. I had a doctor just tell me I was going through depression. I said, the devil is a liar, and found me a real doctor. Yeah. Yep. And that's what they try to say. They'll say that, I remember one doctor, she was like, well, you're not going to have those kind of issues. And I was like, how do you know I'm not going to have those kind of issues? Because every woman is different. So you can't use a textbook and base every individual off of those textbooks, ideals, I guess you could call them, or whatever they have inside of the textbook. You can't go by the textbook for every single person. Everybody's different. I thought people knew that. So yeah, they'll think you crazy. They'll say something wrong with you, or maybe you just need to exercise and diet. That's another thing they try to say. Honey, the weight. Let's not talk about the weight. Let's not talk about the weight. The weight was, honey, it was just coming on. Because again, when you have hormone imbalance, that weight just comes on. You just plateau. I don't care what you do. The weight just plateaus. Okay, just stop. Gained all kind of weight, couldn't get the weight off, and I wasn't even eating that much, y'all. I wasn't even eating that much. I was like, how am I gaining weight like this? And I'm not even eating. I'm like, I could see if I was pigging out, and I wasn't. Then when I was basically trying to watch what I eat, because I'm thinking that I'm eating too much, the weight still didn't come out. All of that was from hormone imbalances, okay? I'm so glad to see you live. I love. Thank you. But yeah, y'all, menopause, you don't have them exactly. You don't have to have a man. But if she wants, because I think Karrueche wants to have kids and everything, so that's the thing. Unless she's willing to have kids, and have a baby being single. It's a lot of women do that. Me too. The weight was crazy. Exactly. So, yeah, honey, Karrueche, if you're trying to get married, because I think she's one of the kind of women that want to be married, which is nothing wrong with it, but don't waste too much time, because a man should know within the first 6 months whether or not he wants to spend his life with you. He don't need 2-3 years to figure that out. Any man that's going to wait for a long, long time, like how Tracy waited with him 12 years, she should have been gone and met somebody else and being married and happy, wasting her time. They said she left him because she found out he was cheating. So I don't know who he was cheating on her with. And I'm like, Deion, for real? After all the stuff you done been through in your life since, you done had all these surgeries and everything, and then you still trying to cheat on somebody? Come on now. He didn't have to do that girl like it. But yeah, that's why everybody's body's different. Yeah. But y'all, so get on out for her. I'm gonna close it with that. Yes, Karrueche Tran, I think she's a sweet girl. I don't like how she ended up with Deion. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not see anything wrong with it, but I'm just like, okay. I see how she moving. And Tracy better not speak to her out there in public either. I don't care if you do got a new man. You ain't you don't get my attention. You ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? I just look. And then after a while, I wouldn't even acknowledge her. I don't know. I probably would still have to say something to her. Then it would turn into a fight. That wind up turning into a fight. Because if she says something smart, then it's going to be a fight. I still would say something. But anyway, but she might not be that tight. She might be like, I'm just not going to worry about it. That's the problem. Got to get that off your chest. Get it off your chest. Okay. But anyway, y'all, thanks for tuning in. I just want to get on here for a little bit and say what's up to you all. and address Jonetta, getting on live, showing his behind early in the morning, and we didn't ask for that. And Todd needs to get him a job, get out of Candy's house, because I'm sick of hearing about him. I'm sick of looking at him online and then posting videos online while he playing some rap music with in a car with the what do you call that thing? The sun visor. What do you call a sun visor thing? That you pull back. He riding in the car. All of that's because of Candy, okay? You ain't produced nothing. You ain't done nothing. All of it is because of her greatness. And I can't stand him for that because he's up there leeching off of all that she's done like he the man. You ain't done nothing. And then, like I said, Karrueche Tran, honey, don't hang around and waste your young years, honey. Because then when you get old, you're going to wonder and look back, what happened? What happened? I thought I was going to do this. I thought I was going to do that. Better make up your mind now and keep it moving. Get with a man that's going to be ready to put a ring on your finger, and he's going to be a good man, and he's going to have everything you want. But with that being said, y'all have a great day, and I will see you all later.